1, 0.
I'ma press play every time.
The funny don't stop the show. The funny don't stop. Hey, the funny don't stop the show. The funny don't stop. The funny don't stop the show. The funny don't stop. The funny don't stop the show. The funny don't stop. Hey.
My name is Halo Thomas, and you're listening to the Funny Don't Stop Show.
That's what I'm talking about. What up,
Halo
people?
Thomas?
My brothers.
Thomas.
I know. Isn't that crazy, man? She did that intro. It's like she was like 1 year old. Now she is 31. Can you believe that?
Right.
That is crazy how time flies by.
Oh man, I missed it. Adam,
What's up, people?
you got the ability. You know what you got the ability of, man, and that's something that I need to work on. It comes naturally. You have the ability to truly make people believe what you're saying until we see your teeth. And then we know, okay, he bullshit.
It's a joke. Hey, but that's, you know what? That's just a little trick for being a comedian for 30 years.
Man,
I need y'all to think everything that comes out my mouth is the truth.
it's a hell of a trick though, man, because everybody can't do it.
Yeah, because if you say I'm playing or no, not for real, I'm just bullshit too quick, it's like, all right, Nick, okay, that killed the joke.
And I mean, Alex, and you would know this, part of comedy is actually convincing people that you're telling the truth all the time. Because sometimes you are, but
yeah, exactly.
A lot of the time you flat out bullshitting, but it still looks like the truth.
Hey, man, 95% a lot of times is some bullshit. We are bullshit artists. That's what we do for a living. But I hate to say, no, not 95% of bullshit, because the majority of everything that comes in my mouth really is my life. This shit really did happen. What we do as comedians, we just know how to put 20s on 10s. We know how to blow shit out of proportion. I mean, that was me as a kid when I used to do creative writing. I came up with the most amazing lies you would ever think of.
Amazing lies.
Nigga, I told the kids once in my private school that for my birthday, we flew from New York to London, and I had my birthday party on the airplane.
And they believed it.
And they believed it. Like and I was dead, you know, I think it was just dreaming. But you know, maybe one day, you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Speaking it into existence.
Yeah. Like I said, we've talked about this before, but you didn't trick me several times on jokes. You know, I mean, it was to the point I had to ask the wife, you know, like, wait a minute, is this nigga telling the truth about this? You know, I mean,
we've done that a few times. We've done that a few times. Sally's been like, hey, real, like, all off the subject. We're finished with the topic. I see him over by the water cooler. He's like, hey, did you really break dance by the pyramids? Is that a real story?
Because I had to ask this nigga one day, man, because hey, look, y'all, look, Alex told this, and you know, you don't have no reason not to believe him, because he knows everybody in the world. So you have no reason not to believe what he's saying is the truth. So there was this one story, we were doing a podcast show, and he told this story about the time he met Michael Jackson with Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall. Now that part, we sitting there, I'm listening, then he was like, yeah, man. And then I went up and I pinched Michael Jackson's nose. And so we all listening. And so after the show, I'm like, yo, did you really pinch Michael Jackson's nose? Like,
now I'm just gonna be honest. Here's the part of comedy that I would never like let anybody know the truth, but since you brought it up and you're my little homeboy, I'm gonna tell you, I didn't pinch Michael Jackson's nose, but I did touch his face. I put my finger in his like that. Because I just wanted his face just didn't seem real. I just wanted to see, like, if I went like that, would there be like white makeup on my fingers, or you know what I mean? I really did touch his face.
Oh my god!
Well, this is what we talk about here on the Funny Don't Stop Show. We talk about anything and everything. Like we always say, we find the funny in everything. My name is Alex Thomas, and I'm your host.
It's your boy, Savvy Amusing.
This is Sid Brass.
And I'm your boy, Raul.
Absolutely. And you are watching
The Funny Don't Stop Show.
Hey, man, we're not exaggerating when we say we find the funny in everything. I mean, we're living in some crazy times, and I know, I mean, God has blessed us to get through this whole pandemic and find a way to still try to uplift, brighten people's days. In a time where there's not a whole lot of laughter, we find a way to make people laugh. I mean, it's the greatest feeling when people, hit me on my Instagram, or I'm pretty sure you guys get hits also. And people just, kind of just say, man, y'all just keep doing what you're doing. You help me through my day, or forget about all the craziness that's going on in the world right now. And just keep doing what you're doing. So that's a big compliment right there.
Oh yeah, it's definitely therapeutic, man. I mean, I think that's the first thing next to a paycheck that's more rewarding to a stand-up comedian is somebody telling you, like, look, man, I was going through this shit, and what you said or that joke you did, it really did make me feel better. Because half the time, man, they don't know we be going through shit too, man.
Absolutely.
But
man.
it's our job to get out there and put something out there to make somebody else's life better, And
traditionally, comedians, this is just traditionally, the saddest people, drug addicts, alcoholics, which we try to, always trying to turn our pain into laughter and entertain you. You know what I mean? I mean, there's been several times, man, where I've either had a bad day or just a straight up fucked up day. And it's like, I got to fucking perform tonight. Like, dude, I don't feel like getting up on this stage. How am I going to make other people happy when I'm fucked up right now?
Yeah, you all fucked up.
He said, yeah, you are fucked up.
No, I didn't say you are fucked up.
The way you said that, it came off, because you are a fucked up ass nigga.
Nah, because I feel that, man. It's been that way, bro. It's been that way to where I had to get off stage and really try to figure out some life-changing shit, whether it be health, whether it be something going on at your household, man, but you really have to turn it off.
Absolutely. Hi, Bonnie Chambers.
But Alex, honestly, I got to get this out, man, because I will forget if I don't say it.
Let it out.
Sometimes I don't know if acting or doing this voiceover shit is starting to make me go crazy, low-key, because I was talking, and I swear to God, this is not a joke. I'm sitting there talking to one of my homeboys yesterday, and we just having a regular conversation, right? And we were talking about the Kanye West album versus the Drake album. Mm-hmm. And me, unconsciously, he mentioned Kanye, and I was like, yeah, fam, yo, that album dope as fuck. And then he was like, hey, nigga, you just did the Kanye. And I said, I did, huh? I was like, man,
so used to doing impressions.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't even mean for that. Bro, I was like, I didn't even mean for that to come out, but it came out. So I'm like, man, is this shit starting to drive me crazy, low-key? And I thought look, on everything I love, look, I remember, man, look, Alex, Raul said,
too, man.
I remember when the actor Heath Ledger that played the Joker in The Dark Knight, they were explaining that he got so deep until his role as the Joker, to where he couldn't come out of it. He came obsessed with that role and that character. And I believe the more often you play these characters, you start to turn into them.
Right. No, what's crazy is I've heard a lot of stories about with Denzel. When he is doing a movie, if the movie takes 3 months, that dude becomes that guy. Like, just so, like, I mean, I know people that have worked on sets with him. Like, I know girls that did like hair and makeup on like Training Day. Right. And they're like, for 3 months, nigga, they were dealing with Lonzo. You know what I'm saying?
Right. After like 3 months, he wasn't even Denzel no more.
Wasn't even Denzel anymore. But what's crazy is the end of it is a movie and a character that we will all remember to the end of time. Right. But the fact that he got that deep in character for whatever 90 days or however long, it was like, wow. The dude became that person. You know what I mean? Yep. We all believe that. And what's so crazy is we've all seen 50 of his movies, but there's certain ones that nigga was that guy. Man, when he was Frank Lucas.
Oh yeah, he was Frank.
Nigga, he was Frank Lucas.
Went to his own.
Yeah.
You know, it's incredible. Hi, Bonnie. I think today's Shazam's birthday, huh?
Yeah.
Whose birthday?
Brian Davis. Shout out to our boy cameraman Brian Davis, a hell of a cameraman, real cool dude, watches the Funny Don't Stop show every single week. And we appreciate everybody and anybody that's been watching, especially those day ones that have been down since day one.
No doubt.
Say it, man. Let them know where they can find us for the people that don't know.
Yeah, you can find us out on youtube.com/The Funny Don't Stop Show. You can check us out on all our podcast platforms. You can check us out streaming live on Facebook, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, all are available podcast platforms. But we want you to follow us on youtube.com/The Funny Don't Stop Show. Like us, subscribe it, and as you can see, we integrate the comments into the show, so we love for you to go to YouTube and comment with us as we go with the show.
Absolutely. You know what? One thing about the Funny Don't Stop Show, like I said, we find the funny in everything, and throughout the pandemic, throughout tragedies and all this kind of stuff, well, you know, we still find a way to keep our heads up and make people laugh. I don't like, you know, really talking about too much negativity. I don't like really talking about things that's going to bring the show down, but there's certain stuff that we have to address, and we have to, you know, at least speak on it, you know, and we speak on it, and then we're on to the next issue.
But I got a quick one, Alex.
All right, yes.
And I was trying to wait to get in, but we was doing our intros. We was talking about Michael Jackson. And he's so funny. Look, I don't do voiceovers, but now every time I see something come up on my feed, I want to go, damn, is that a Savvy voiceover? Is that real? Check the who's it sending from, or the bottom right hand corner. Oh, okay, that's real. So I gotta admit, I thought this clip that I'm about to play was a Savvy voiceover.
Wow.
And we was just on the subject of Michael Jackson, and it was actually an account when Michael Jackson met Princess Diana, and he was doing his account when he was performing for Princess Diana, and he was performing the song Dirty Diana, and here's the exchange that him and her had.
Okay.
So I want to play that, and I didn't get the good enough timing to jump it in there, but here we go.
At some point, she called me away from the line, and I saw Prince Charles look at me, and I said, "Oh boy." She said, "I want to talk to you." So I said, "Yeah, what's happening?" She said, "Are you gonna do Dirty Diana tonight?" I said, No, I took it out of the show, out of respect for you." She said, "That's my favorite song." I said, "Are you serious?" I said, "I took it out of respect because Dirty Diana, you're in the audience." So at that point, I couldn't put it back in the show because it was too close to showtime. So I remember Prince Charles leaving the line, walking over to us, and he said, "What are you talking about?" And she said, "Oh, nothing," like that.
Oh, nothing.
You know what? I tell you what, it's gonna be a Savvy voiceover now, nigga.
That is hilarious. And when you think about that story,
yes,
makes a whole lot of sense. Like, you're there to speak to the queen. Her name is Diana, and you're like, Dirty Diana.
Yeah.
You know, what if she had totally reacted to that? Like, I can't believe you fucking are playing that song. Little do you know, she's like, please play the song.
Right. She's like, that's my favorite song.
Yeah.
I like that song better than Beat It.
He's like, that's you know, out of respect for you, I didn't want to do it. You're like, well, why not? We can't put it back in the show. We took it out already.
Right. Oh, that is hilarious.
You know what? If there's any way our tech guy Raul can remove those captions, I would really like to have that video, because I believe that will be a Savvy viral classic.
Absolutely.
If that's possible.
I think I can work some magic though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please do, man, because I guarantee you I'll have that done tonight, and it will go viral.
Why do I feel like, Savvy, I'm trying to get in your brain right now? I could just see you be like, "So what are you doing afterwards a little later, Diana?" Well, you
know what? I was not able to put the song on out of respect for you, but I can see how dirty you are, Diana, after the show.
Oh my God! And you know what's so funny? I hate to say it, and I really don't know, but we know how, you know, women are towards, you know, athletes and entertainers since the beginning of time.
Right.
You know, we all know that just, you know, groupies have been around since the beginning of time.
Right.
I'm not calling, you know, Diana a groupie or anything, but I'm pretty sure if anybody on the planet didn't have a problem getting some booty, no matter where he went on planet Earth.
Yes, sir.
No matter
That's
who,
Michael Jackson.
Yes, sir.
it would be him.
Yes, sir.
And I mean, honestly, your mother might go, baby.
Yeah, I need a pass.
Yeah, you know, I'm still your mama. Still your mama.
I still love your daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Raul, you stupid. I still love your daddy.
I still love your daddy. But I'm trying to have Michael beat it real quick, okay? And,
That is hilarious.
I'm still your mama, though. You still gotta get up and do your homework and wash them dishes. But Mama finna be off the wall. Mama finna be off the wall for about 5 minutes, okay?
Crazy.
Hey, Alex, why you think the Prince came over there and was like, hey, what y'all talking about?
Because he's a fucking man and he's jealous that Michael Jackson's gonna fuck his wife. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Exactly. Did you catch that part said?
Yeah.
Did you
No,
catch
he came
that part
over there
said?
with all that beta male energy. Like, hold up.
Yeah, what's going on?
Hey,
Michael Jackson's still a black man at the end of the day.
Still a black man.
Hey, at the end of the day, right?
I don't give a fuck who you are. The last thing you want to do is see your wife talking to Michael Jackson about 15 feet away from you, and you walk up, and all you hear is 310-875. What? This nigga's number?
Yeah.
That's the last thing you need to hear is Michael giving a dick shot. You come over, you get up, you just close, and just say Neverland at the gate. What? The Neverland at the gate? What the fuck y'all niggas working on?
Yeah. Come on. What you think, I'm a punk or something like that? Come on.
No, you just go, when you get to the gates, just say 3 pumpkins and a possum. What? 3 pumpkins?
3 pumpkins
and a possum? What the fuck? No. What code is that open the gates?
You're gonna see the elephant is gonna be right at the left gate. And if you can't find it, I'll just have Bubbles come out there and flag you down.
Just say it with me. Just say it with me. 2 monkeys and a gerbil. And then the gates will automatically open.
I want to ask you this, Alex, Raul, and Said. In this era, 2021, if Michael Jackson was alive and if he had an Instagram, how many followers would he have?
Oh, man.
First of all, you wouldn't even be able to, it would be a number that we've never heard of before. Like, right now we're going, wow. I think, who is it? I don't know if it's Ariana Grande or like that.
Ariana Grande. What's the other lady?
Isn't Justin Bieber?
Gomez.
Selena Gomez.
Yeah, she has. I think she has the most right now.
Was it like 300 million?
Something like that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Michael Jackson, I would hate to say that nigga would have 1 billion followers.
He probably would be the first one to 1 billion.
Because here's the thing. He was famous and huge 40 years before there was even any type of social media. So he's famous and has followers for real.
Like real life, bro.
Like just like, when I said back in the day, when I said, people are like, why you ain't got a blue check? I'm like, nigga, because I'm verified in real life. Like, I know that's the new thing you go off of. I know this new generation goes off of analytics to see who you are. I don't go off of analytics. Don't get me wrong. Analytics is a big part of today. It's a part of the society. It's a part of the world. But that does literally not determine who the hell I am.
Facts.
Say I didn't have a fucking Instagram or a Facebook or any of this shit. What am I? Nobody?
Michael would have been the first with a bill, man. Michael would have definitely been the first with $1 billion.
Yeah.
Alex, they do it to me all the time, man. And like I said, I don't want to say this guy's name because I don't have a personal issue with the guy. But it's somebody you follow. You probably follow him unconsciously and don't even know you do. But the people, me and the guy has never had words with one another. But the people come from his side, and one of them saw me make a comment on SportsCenter yesterday, and he was like, "Oh, whoop is still killing you in followers, Savvy." I'm like, y'all motherfuckers sit around and y'all diminish somebody's skill set and talent just because they may not. I mean, it's insane.
What's crazy. You know what's crazy off of what you said, Savvy? It's almost like if you had a battle with this guy and it was hands down, you were killing him in impressions, right? Obvious that you're 10 times better than the guy, right? We all know it. You could see Stevie Wonder could see that you are 10 times better than that guy. You're still gonna get a little dumb fuck to go, Yeah, but he has 22,000 more followers than you.
Really? Yes, that's the era we in.
Yeah. That's what we're going off of. That's
the era that we in right now, though, Alex.
I know, man.
That's how they judge you. That's how they judge you now.
But at the same time, man, is why are you gonna put energy into something that's going to so low?
Yeah,
it's up to you if you're gonna let that get to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true.
At the end of the day, you got the power to sit there and say, you know what, man, I don't give a fuck. I'm still doing what I'm doing.
Yeah, it's like look at LaShawn Bethea said, blue check.
LaShawn on point. LaShawn on point with that.
These motherfuckers be having 122 million followers and sleeping on their mama couch in a 1-bedroom apartment in North Hollywood.
Yeah, but
and on the bus.
Yeah.
I've had the same issue with a close friend of mine, and same thing. Like, people kind of feel like they live in some kind of ecosphere where like truth doesn't matter, facts doesn't matter, and you just say whatever you want to say, and because they have a bunch of followers, that can't be interrupted. And it was settled, mutually, but I responded to someone's post on Facebook with actual just facts, not my opinion. Like, hey, what do you think about this, and this, and that? The person called me on the phone and was like, hey, I don't appreciate you challenging me on my.
Oh, they know you.
Yeah, this was a personal friend. So I was
they know you.
They know
me. And was upset that you challenged.
I didn't even challenge. I asked the question. You know how. You know how I do, right? Like, I pose questions. I don't make statements. You know what I mean? Or
so it's almost like they were upset that you bought some real shit in. It's almost like they were silently saying, "Look, I'm bullshitting. I don't need you to come mess up my bullshit."
Yeah, exactly. And that's what happened on Exchange. Bullshit. And it was like, yo, I don't need you undermining what I'm trying to already establish.
Lie to people about.
And,
look, I'm lying to these motherfuckers. I don't need you to come with the truth, nigga.
Exactly.
Look at my business up here.
Exactly. That's exactly what it was, Alex. And it was like, and I knew that was the situation because later on they kept saying, yeah, man. And after you put that post, all those people started commenting saying, yeah, right, facts, preach on, brother. And I'm like, people were agreeing with me.
You really, whatever this person did, you really threw a monkey wrench in their game.
Yeah, and they deleted my comment.
Oh, of course.
I would just appreciate if you stay off my Instagram page and we just don't follow each other.
You can't be saying stuff like this without me asking. Because you're my boy,
I can't tell you on grounds that it was incriminate me, but it was a celebrity. This person was a celebrity. And it was someone that I personally knew, and it was like a political topic. It was crazy.
I'm not even going to mess with you because I got 10,000 questions.
We go back and forth all the time in real time. But it's like
it's almost like the person is saying, I don't need your realness today.
Yeah. Don't come with that real shit today.
Don't come with that real shit today. I'm on some bullshit. I'm lying niggas today. I'm not saying no facts. I just felt like coming with some bullshit. And I don't need anybody with some knowledge to fuck up my day.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Savvy, you did a new video, man, on your page. Dude, I watched it about 3 times. I laughed my ass off, but I didn't know the backstory. I think maybe Raul could show the video first, and then let's come back and talk about it. All I know is you did something with some rapper on somebody's video, and you were in a kitchen at a fast food place. I don't know. Raul.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Which video is that, man?
Tell him, Savvy. I sent it to your WhatsApp. Savvy, can you tell him about it?
Yeah. So, man, Alex, you know how it is with these rappers, man. They always put comedians in a situation to do some crazy shit. So this rap group, LA, man, these rap group by the name of the Blood Cousins, they have a new artist by the name of Scotty Pease. And they were filming a video, and they needed like an irate sort of manager in the burger place. And they said that they loved my Bernie Mac voice. So they booked me to be like the head supervisor in this video.
Oh, so you were the supervisor of the kitchen with a Bernie Mac character.
Exactly. It's like, because I'm not Bernie, but I could do the impression. So they wanted this character to sound like Bernie Mac.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So they
that's crazy that their names on your page All I saw was blood cuz. I was like, "Why are they both?"
Yes, they honestly are
blood cousins.
They're basically two cousins. One of them is a Crip, one is a Blood.
Oh, that's
so they merged their two gangs together and formed a rap group. Yeah,
almost like they're a truce group.
There you go,
truce. Not
but
truce,
here's what's crazy. But here's what's crazy. Real talk. All jokes aside. I mean, you from South Central. I'm from South Central. I really do have cousins that are on both sides. It literally be at my aunt's house, my grandma's house since I was a little kid. One cousin grew up in Inglewood, nigga. Another cousin grew up on the South Side. Got the mamas and sisters. One's a Crip, one's a Blood. It is what it is. Like the kids had no control over what street and what neighborhood you grew up in.
So do they put their flag down for family functions, Alex?
My grandmother made sure you leave them. And the answer is my grandmama and my aunties weren't playing that shit. Leave the rags outside. Come your ass in here and get this goddamn gumbo and these chicken fingers.
Gumbo and chicken fingers.
Wait, what did that say one more time? My cousin's in jail right now.
What he said? I missed it.
Yeah. And fighting for his virginity. That is hilarious. If that is not the epitome of what social media is, your ass is locked up for the next 6 years. But you got 300,000 followers. Nigga, you ain't even got $4. You just got milks and 2 cigarette cartons into your name. Nigga, and you might have some top ramen, some ramen noodles that you might be able to trade the nigga down the street. What? You got 300,000 followers.
Yeah, I found the video, Alex.
Man.
Nigga, your Instagram name is 25 to life.
Man, Alex, have you seen how they make birthday cakes in prison, man? How they take honey buns?
Nigga, I've seen it all. They crush up, what do they call them? Honey buns.
I have not. I have not seen that.
Oh, it's a wonderful sight, Savvy. You got to watch them locked up in like all the like little prison shows.
I watch them all, and I'm not gonna lie, nigga. Some of them shits look good than the motherfucker. Let's see the video real quick.
All right, here you go.
What the fuck is going on? And what the fuck is going on with you? You finna rob this motherfucker and you got COVID. Who the fuck you think he is? Who shot you? Take that motherfucker down. What's going on with you? You moving slow like you got syrup in your motherfucking ass. We get ready to open in 5 motherfucking minutes. Clean the motherfucker up. I need some motherfucking food on the motherfucking counter. Sweetheart, you doing a good job. You doing a good motherfucking job. Better than these motherfuckers right here. I gotta open it. What the fuck is this? Bitch Scotty! What the fuck is this? Does this belong to Scotty P? This gotta be Scotty motherfucking P. Go get Scotty motherfucking P right now.
Man, don't nobody got time to be going back and forth with that boy.
Ain't no back and forth. Knock this motherfucking noggin off. Knock this motherfucking noggin off. God damn it.
Yeah, ain't no back and forth. Knock his noggin off. I be popping perks like they was tiling off. Hit him with that fire, yeah, that fire on. Bitch, I'm hot and I'm on fire, need a fire on. Ain't no back and forth. Knock his noggin off.
Is he white?
Yeah.
Were you gonna tell us about it? Yeah. That's a big deal right there. He looked like he was a white dude with dreads.
Yeah. No, he didn't have he I think he had a Jerry curl or something he had on his head.
Was he a white Crip or a white Blood? I couldn't tell who was who.
You know what? I have no idea. I didn't ask. You know, I just collected my paycheck and got the hell out of there as fast as I could.
I mean, look, I always appreciate it anytime I see rap videos that have a hint of comedy in it. So I'm just always a fan of that. So it looked like they were kind of being a little silly with it, or were they really talking about knocking niggas' heads off? Like, what is it?
Well, no, I think the concept of the song was about, I guess, not arguing with somebody, like basically saying we don't argue, we just beat people up.
Oh, okay, yeah. So don't argue, shoot his motherfucking brain out.
Yeah.
Ain't no time for talking. Take his brains out of his head. That's where we're at right nowadays. I saw that video too. No, dude, now you got me. Remember I told you not said savvy. I didn't want to bring this up because we don't bring up a lot of negativity on this show. We try to always make light and laugh. But Savvy hit me with a video yesterday, and he's like, "Can we show this on the show?" And even though I watched it 15 times, I'm like, "We just can't do it on the show." But since the topic came up, I was just saying a second ago, we don't do no talking, just shoot the nigga's head off.
Yes, it's relevant.
Day party in Atlanta yesterday, Labor Day.
Oh no,
looked like a beautiful daytime party. You could tell. Said it was time to go.
Oh no!
Turn the lights on. Everybody leaves. One nigga looked like the DJ, and another nigga looked like he worked the front desk at 24-Hour Fitness.
Uh-oh. Sounds
nigga,
bad already.
Little in shape nigga just looked like, "Hi, welcome to 24-Hour Fitness. Enjoy your workout." Like he looked like a regular nigga.
Right.
Dude, you just see them like literally said. Like if you were 5 feet away from me, you just see me going like this. I'm not going crazy. I'm just like, yo, man, yo.
Right.
Fuck, you got a New York hat on for it, and nigga. I don't even like glasses, nigga. What you gonna do about it? I mean, nigga, I'm standing right here. Next thing you know, this nigga pulls out a 45 Glock, shoots the dude four times.
Yep.
Oh,
broad daylight, daytime party in Atlanta. Like, first of all,
crazy,
how did he get into this club with a gun?
That's what I said.
They were just talking. My point is this. I don't care what they were talking about, but is that where we're at now? Just whatever the disagreement was, does it call for you pulling out a gun and just shooting another black man and killing him? And now your life is done. There's tons of cameras. We all saw it. There's going to be no discrepancy. Who did it? Dude, he just literally pulls out his gun. It looked like the nigga was whispering in his ear. Am I right, Savvy?
That's what it looked like. It looked like he said something in his ear before he fired.
But my whole thing is that where we're at now? Whatever it is, even if he said, "Hey man, you can suck my dick, nigga. I hate you." Is that enough? And don't give me those some horrible words. Those some words.
Those are definitely some words to throw blows over.
He blew his goddamn brains out. He didn't. You could tell nowadays they're not even thinking about the punch or knocking him out or disrespecting. No, he was like, you have to die now.
He already had it in his mind at some point that I'm going to shoot this guy. It was in his head already.
And he just had on some regular black sweats, like his hand was in his pocket. I thought his hand was in his pocket like he was just talking. He just pulled the gun out, point blank. Out.
Yeah.
It's just sad.
A lot of people were doing like recap to narrations of the video. And there was one cat that was saying that you have to read people's sign language. And when you argue with somebody,
that has always been around. Even when I was coming up in the 80s and 90s,
arguing with someone.
Yeah.
You really got to read their sign language because there's always like little small things to tell you, like, what, this guy, he has something or he's gonna do. He's gonna do something.
The thing that scares me the most is, you guys, I have kids, man. And it's like, I remember whether it was junior high, high school, man, fights always happen. I don't care what generation you were from, what city you were from, what your nationality is, it doesn't matter. People always fought and disagreed, whether it was at a pool party when you were 15 or if it was on the soccer field when you were 12. Like, dude, that is not, I don't know what I would do if my son just gets in an argument with another little boy and the boy pulls out a gun and shoot him. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you think about those kind of things. And my point, without getting real deep, and it kind of leads into my next subject, is to all the young people that are watching, man, just know that there's consequences for everything you do. A dumb decision that you can make right now could really affect you for the rest of your life. That little 5-second dumb decision can really affect the rest of your life, not only your life, but others and people that love you. Like, This is something that fathers need to tell their sons. This is something that mentors need to tell their young people. This is something that moms need to tell their daughters. This is stuff, you got to have that narrative with them at a young age. And that's as far as gun violence goes. But the thing that I wanted to address today is drug use, man. I mean, drugs since the beginning of time has always been a bad thing. It never leads to anything good. Yeah. Drugs hurt individuals. They hurt families. They hurt generations. And there's people out there that love you. One of my points with drugs today is to get straight to the point. If you're watching right now and you're going through it, you're going through problems and you're not happy with yourself, your life, whatever, you got to understand one thing. What you're putting in your body right now, you don't know where that came from.
Yeah.
You don't know what process it went through. I don't care if you said, hey, man, I've been doing cocaine, meth, and heroin for the last 10 years of my life. I'm good. No, because all it takes is that one. Yep. All it takes is that one laced something that you had no clue.
Yep.
It's just with other people and somebody goes, look what I got. You don't know. It's almost like I would be terrified in this day and age to mess around with drugs because you don't know where it comes from. And man, it could be fatal. So with all that being said, rest in peace to a young fellow comedian, Fuquan. We knew him as my bad Fu. I'm real close with the Wayans family, and I was never really, really close to him, but I knew him from, doing a lot of little comedy spots together. And I know he was friends with, shout out to Damian Wayans, who was his best friend, who, Damian was one of the last of the Wayans to come out from Jersey on the East Coast, and him and Fuquan were best friends since they were 15 years old. And Fuquan just made a name for himself in LA, and we all like the young dude. You know what I mean? Nothing bad to say about him. Nothing negative at all. But, God rest his soul and the 3 other people that lost their lives in a session of messing around with some drugs that they had no idea that it was laced with fentanyl. And that leads to, I believe that's what happened with Michael K. Williams. Same thing. Fentanyl laced drugs, man. It's like, how many more examples do we need of losing people, to drugs, whether it be heroin, whether it be meth, whether it be cocaine? People, you don't know what you're putting in your bodies, man. So rest in peace to those families. I feel so bad. These people were young, 40, 54 years old, and it's just something that I feel that didn't need to happen. And I just hope that people, God bless their families. And I just hope that people don't do that because there's never a good outcome when it comes to drugs.
Let me ask you this. If you guys know, said you might know, man, because cocaine has always been like what they say, party drug. They always, the rock stars and all the, they always use that stuff. When people get a hold of like some cocaine that may have been laced with fentanyl or whatever, is it in the dealer's intention to hurt somebody, or is it to cheat somebody? Like basically saying like, well, I'm not trying to kill somebody, but I don't got pure coke, so I'm just gonna cheat them out of their money and just give them some bad stuff.
Hey, I'm going to just start off by saying this. Answer that to the best of my ability. Absolutely not the intention to kill people because, first of all, you're in the drug game to make money. If you kill your clients,
repeat customer,
that money's done. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, you do want the super strong shit because from what I've heard and from what I've seen, whether it was TV or movies or actually knowing real drug dealers in my past, like you want that shit that everybody goes, yeah, I could get it anywhere, but I'm coming to you because I heard you got the most potent shit.
That blue magic.
Like blue magic. We can keep going.
Blue magic.
We can keep going on with the jokes over the years, or people like I don't even want to get any jokes because I'm not joking right now.
Right.
But you just don't know what is in the drugs. Let's really break it down. Where the coke starts, and let's just use Colombia. Obviously, it's all over the world, but let's just use Colombia. From the leaf to it's on the corner of Crenshaw and Slauson. Do you know how many hands it's been through? Countries, people stepping on it here, stepping on it there. People trying to make it, go further. They're putting this and that, and they're putting their cut on it, and this cut on that cut. Their whole thing is, they don't care about you at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, they are just trying to make money.
Right.
And they really don't care about your well-being. And hey, If you die, hey, you die. You know what I mean? But I doubt that is their intentions for people to die because you wouldn't have any business.
It's the greed. It's the greed at the end of the day. Like you said, you're not trying to kill your customers off, but if it happens, fuck them, right?
That's how they think. That's how they think. I know that's not you saying that, Raul.
Yeah,
I know
that's
them. Yeah, that's their mentality.
That's the mentality, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, at the end of the day, that's how they work, man. It's about greed, bro. It's like how long can I stretch this key out? You know what I'm saying? Can I get 2 keys out of this? You know what I'm saying?
And what really upsets me, guys, is when I heard about what happened with Fuquan, when I heard about what happened to Michael, it's kind of like it makes me so fucking angry at the dealer or whoever sold them that shit, whoever got that shit. But then when you think about it, you can't even blame the dealer because the dealer got it from somebody else. Think about it. You know, we all know how these streets run. You can make the sale and deal and you never touch anything. Your hands never get dirty. I don't even know what you talk about. But you're connected, but you're not connected. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So you can't point the finger at whoever got them that bad batch of shit that night, Friday. Who's to say where it came from?
Yeah. There's no way to know.
There's no way to know. So, I mean, the bottom line is, I know it sounds cliche, and we've heard it since the beginning of time. Bonnie said that's why I stopped smoking the weed.
Was laced up.
Hey, let's be real. Yes, I've heard that. I'm not a weed smoker, but I have heard crazy stories over the last 15, 20 years that motherfuckers, you can just be with some homeboys. Hey, man, roll that shit up. Fire it up. Pass that shit.
Yeah.
But in your mind, say somebody that we know has been smoking weed for 15 years. They know all about weed. They can tell you the science of the shit.
Yeah.
That blunt right there?
Yeah.
You don't know who rolled that.
Yeah.
You don't know if the homie put a little cocaine in there to spice it up a little bit, not tell you, and now all of a sudden you ready to, go play in traffic butt naked. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Martin said it happened to him.
Right. But this is what we deal with today, though. Everybody's a botanist. Everybody.
What's a botanist? You say words, you gotta, you know what I mean? I want to know what you mean.
What a botanist is.
I don't know what a botanist is, but what if I
studies plants? Like
nigga?
A scientist, a botanist.
I didn't know that.
Oh, I thought you knew that.
And you can't act like everybody else did. The nigga did it with a laugh too. You're stupid, Alex. You know what a botanist is. You don't know what a botanist is? A nigga that studies daffodils.
Daffodils.
The science of petunias, nigga. We don't know that, said. Be honest, Savvy. Did you know what a goddamn botanist was?
I have no idea.
No, you
man.
didn't.
No.
You took too long. Nigga.
No, he's looking for a joke.
Don't be putting me out there like I'm a dumb nigga. I don't know what a fucking botanist is, and I really want to know how to
for a joke. I was looking for the definition of the motherfucker.
nigga, your Google fingers were slow, nigga. You couldn't Google it.
Hey, for real.
But take it back to the fact, man. Let's pick up from botanist.
No, I'm saying
you used it in a sentence, so keep going.
No, I'm saying everybody. You walk around with this weed shit. Everybody's a botanist. Everybody can tell you about the strand. You know what I mean? I got the organic roots in mine, man. Or I got the food that I put mine. I plant mine with organic water, and mine's not gonna be laced because I did it this certain way, or I get it from this guy that has it this certain way. And it's like, yo, dude, stop it. You work at Walmart every day. And now all of a sudden,
You're a botanist.
it don't have, mine doesn't have pesticides in it. And see, what's the pesticides, the THCs and man, have you had these conversations with people that smoke weed? They will break that shit down.
Said, I'm not even a weed smoker, but I'm just going to throw out a super simple scenario. Okay. You got it from this botanist ass nigga who knows everything about the leaves down to the certain sun and the degrees to grow the weed. If it's Raul teach me once, like sativa versus indica and all this different shit. Okay, all that's good and great. I got a sack of weed. I'm on my way to a party, and after all that botanist shit, I still decided myself to throw a pinch of meth in there and an eighth of cocaine. You hear me? Now all that shit's out the goddamn window. I wanted to do that in my little 5-minute ride over to your house. All that science goes out the goddamn window. I did some dumb shit that could end up killing somebody.
Yeah. That's all it takes.
That's why you want to stay away from fucking drugs. You don't know what's in it. And I just hope that I hate that it takes people to die for points to be made. You hope that would make somebody that was thinking about doing it today be like, you know what? I'm done. Yeah. Because you just really got to meditate for 2 seconds and be like, wow, they're so right. I don't know what's in this shit. And there's no way for me to find out.
No, there's no way to know. It's not.
You can put it all in your hand and smash it and look at it and still not see that there's fucking what's the embalming fluid on it.
Yeah. And you gotta remember, man.
Hey, Alex, it's not like.
Wait, hold on, one at a time. Raul, say what you're gonna say first.
You gotta remember too. Some of these guys, dealers are thinking, they're getting it straight raw, uncut. When, like you said, hands been touching it ever since the left.
Stepped on. It's called stepped on in the hood.
So, I mean, like I said, you just got to think about it a little twice and more.
And I understand people are going through hard times and they're self-medicating and they're they're going through, man, we all going through it, man. This shit ain't easy for anybody, but it's just not the answer, man.
Right.
It's just not the answer. Yeah. It saddens me because you think of what could have been and how many more great things these brothers could have did.
Yeah. Speaking of brothers doing good, man, what about Deion Sanders, bro?
Deion Sanders, man. Thank you for bringing that up, Raul. That uplifted me, man, because I'm not friends with him, but from a distance, I love what that man is doing for college. I love what he's doing for young African Americans. I love what he's bringing that spotlight to the HBCUs. Did anybody watch the game before we get into videos and all that stuff and pictures? Did anybody watch the game?
I didn't get a chance to watch the
game.
Which one?
The FAMU versus Jackson State.
It's the first one.
I didn't catch
televised, I think, right? On ESPN.
Let me tell you something, fellas. I was sitting in front of my TV like it was a Super Bowl. I was sitting in front of my TV like this was about to be Tampa Bay versus Dallas, first game of the year. That's how excited I was to watch this game because there's so many factors that went into this. We've been talking about Deion Sanders since he signed up to be the coach with Jackson State, right? We've been talking about it at least a year and a half, right? Yeah. And to see all these things come into fruition, little things like, before we show pictures and videos, little things like how HBCUs have just always flown under the radar and they never get national TV exposure, maybe once or twice a year, right? But the fact that I was sitting on my couch knowing ahead of time what time the game was on, prepared, sat my ass down and watched it on ESPN, huge. You know what I mean? Another thing, it's a known fact that these HBCUs don't get the funding. They don't get the sponsorship. These niggas look like they wearing Pop Warner uniforms over the years. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm not even an Under Armour fan, and they had the coldest uniforms I've seen in a long ass time. They had these silver helmets with, their names. And I'm be honest with you. And Deion had a big gripe about over the years. A lot of times black colleges didn't even put last names on jerseys. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
How fucked up is that? That meaning like people have families that they love and that's very inspirational, to a family that's never even had a child go to college, let alone he's on TV now. Man, you want to see that last name on it. That means a lot.
Yeah, man, the pride on that, just to have that.
A lot of pride. So I love that Deion did that. And he did get that school an Under Armour contract, which was huge. Yeah. Let me tell you something. I'm a serious sports fan over the years, and I've always heard about how a lot of coaches turn boys into men, right? These guys are getting these freshmen that are coming from high schools, right? Unfortunately, when it comes to us, African-American and minorities, a lot of times fathers weren't there, right? But these kids are super athletic and they made it to the collegiate level. So a lot of times these coaches and these coaching staffs, they become the father, the daddy figures to these kids.
Yeah.
Those coaches end up being like uncles you know, to these guys. Like they never had the guidance, right?
Mentors, yeah.
Mentors and shit like that, right? We all know how great of a star Deion Sanders was on the field. We've all followed him on Instagram and we see how motivational he is just in life. But the video we're about to show you of his pregame speech was absolutely incredible. Like you ain't got a soul. You don't have warm blood running through your body if you don't get chills when you see this pregame speech. Please show this entire pregame speech right now, Raul Guzman.
Is that the one in the locker room?
Yes, sir. The one in the locker room.
Guys, you don't need to check your watch to know it. It's time. You don't need your mama to tell you, your father to tell you, your friends, family members, or loved ones to know that it's time. Just for the simple fact that you in a uniform. You getting ready to strap on a helmet. Brand new at that. You should know. It's time. Martin Luther King, all of us understand and know who he is and what he represents. Oh, sorry. He had an iconic speech called I Have a Dream. Right before he got ready to speak. He had planned on saying something else. I get this from the documentary of Aretha Franklin. They were friends. They had a tremendous friendship. She looked up at him and said, say it, Martin. Say what you feel, Martin. Say it. What she was really saying, Martin, it's time. I don't know where you come from, what you got going, what's in your heart, what's in your mind, what's in your body, what's in your soul, but darn it, it's time. All of your mothers, somewhere or another, I don't know if they had you in the crib, I don't know where they had you at, but sooner or later she dilated enough and the doctor said, it's time. Unfortunately, us older folks have been at the other end of a bed with someone we cared about, someone we loved, someone we admired, someone who truly blessed us. And the doctors came in and they know they can do nothing else. And they said, it's time. Today, you're going to make history. Today, you're going to set the standard. Today, you're going to be who God called you to be. You're going to do what you've been called to do. You're going to talk like you talk. You're going to walk like you walk. You're going to ball like you ball. Why? Because it's time. You think we spent all that money on these helmets? You think we spent the money on these new uniforms? Yesterday I asked you, what do you need? Somebody said cleats. Did you get that? Yes, somebody said gloves. Did you get that? Yes, what else you said yesterday? What else you said? Huh? But all the accessories, we got them for you, right? Ain't nothing else you want, right? Ain't nothing else you need. So what that's telling me? It's time. Did mama come to the game? So what that mean? It's time. Tony, did mama come to the game? What that mean? I seen somebody's father. Who was that? Big fella. Did I meet your father? What you thinking he thinking? Who just called somebody before they got it, when they got back in the locker room to check on? What did they tell you? It's time. Ain't gonna yell no more. Ain't gonna scream no more. Ain't gonna shout no more. You got to be a darn fool if you don't look around this locker room and understand. Baby, it's what? What you gonna do with it? Time is opportunity. Time is opportunity. Time is opportunity. Fellas, I don't take none of this for granted because I believe in each and every one of y'all. That's why you're on this trip. I do not take any moments for granted, our relationships for granted, because I want you to be men and go out there and change the world. And we have the opportunity. All these cameras are exposure. All these people came to see y'all put on. So right now, what time is it? It's time. It's game time. It's game time. Fellas, I believe in you, man. I believe in you. And you know how I always end it. Now give me my theme music. My nigga.
That is hard.
Dude, I got chills over my whole body.
That is hard.
It's time.
What you say, Coach Brian?
I said it's time.
What else you
when
want to
your
say?
wife call you, when your wife say, Alex, get off that damn show. You been in there talking to the men over there for damn near 3 hours. You don't smell that food in the oven cooking. When she say that, you know what that means? It's time.
It's time. Okay.
It's time. That was motivational as hell, man. I think that was the best motivational speech I've heard since Al Pacino on Any Given Sunday.
No, for real, man. Did you not feel that?
Man, I was able to feel that one, man. Coach Prime, man.
He let it all out, brother.
Everything.
Like those young men needed to hear that, man. And it was so huge that they went out there and won after all that.
Yep.
That was huge, man.
They got the W, man.
Boy, but
that man, Brian Davis.
He's like, now what's my motivation? Now what's my theme music? Nigga, oh my God. I wanted to jump out my seat, bro.
No, it's not like when a coach can relate to the players and vice versa, man. We can listen to the same type music. We can embrace the same type culture and vibe. I mean, that's what these young boys need today, man. You know, we come from an era where
that's what we need. That's what they need, baby, and that's why I give it to them. Sid. I said, give me some of that Young Jeezy, baby, because it's time. And I'm gonna ride for my motherfucking niggas. That's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna go out there and get that W, baby. Prime time, baby. We're gonna go out there and get that W, baby. And we got it.
Prime, let me ask you something, man. I noticed that gold chain around your neck too. That was fly as hell. How much that cost you?
Oh, you know I always been fly, baby. The Prime was sponsored that. You know, it was sponsored, baby. Somebody hooked Prime Time up with that gold chain, baby. Under Armour gave me that chain. You know Prime ain't spending no money if I ain't got to.
All right. Hey, but Prime, I gotta give a big shout out just because, again, I'm talking like I'm a HBCU dude, but I just love seeing 2 black teams, 2 black coaches, and black folks in the light, man. You got to give a big shout out to FAMU. They gave you all a fight, even though it was a low scoring game. It was 7-6. A win is a win, baby. A win is a win.
But at the end of the day, baby, like my mama used to tell me, baby, winning by an inch is winning by a mile, baby. It don't matter, baby. We got that W, baby. Prime time, baby.
Right,
let's go.
And I believe you, Prime, that it is your time because there was more people watching than ever before. You know, you had celebrities at the game. I see you had Terrell Owens at the game. Ocho Cinco was at the game, and I know celebrities all over the world. Man, we were locked in and dialed in watching that game like it was a serious national championship, and it was just the first game of the year.
Yeah, and ESPN.
On ESPN, baby. Show had more ratings. It had more ratings than the Super Bowl, baby.
Absolutely. What were you gonna say, Sid?
Yeah, I would say the ratings were so good. ESPN went and added 4 more HBCU packages to the actual schedule this year, man. They were like, "Oh yeah, people watching this. Let me change up the schedule."
And that's why he's changing the whole look. He's changing the whole look of the game. But I got to give you all a little history, something that I didn't know that I learned that day. Shout out to FAMU. They're the only HBCU team in the history of college football to win a national championship. Did y'all know that?
Yeah.
No, did not know that.
1978 versus UMass. Saw them that when they hoisted the coach off the field. And that made me feel good, too, because that just shows anything is possible, man. How crazy would that be in January that you see Jackson State beating a Notre Dame or a USC or a UCLA or, you know what I mean, or Alabama? That would be absolutely incredible, right?
Man, I was old school.
Yes. Oh, yeah. You see, he got
the shoes.
He had the spot belts. Those were called spot belts. With the square toe when they used to kick the spot belts.
Hey, those are punter shoes, right?
Yep, spot belts. Anybody, you can Google it. For all the young folks, Google spot, S-P-O-T, belts. And the first nigga you're going to see is O.J. Simpson because he was that nigga back in the day, you know. Before he was killing them in the streets, he was killing them on the football field. Say that one more time. Before he was killing them in the streets, he was killing them on the football field. Okay, look. real quick.
Kill him on the street. It was kill him on the football field.
Show the pictures, man. Let me tell you another thing that was incredible, man. Michael Strahan. Shout out to Michael Strahan,
TSU.
who is the brand ambassador for the Men's Warehouse. He actually suited the entire Jackson State team for that game with suits, head to toe. A lot of them young boys ain't never had a tailor-made suit in their lives. And look at that, man. It was just special all the way around, man.
Man, it's crazy.
So dope, man.
Yeah. He get the entire, and then all the coaches had red blazers, but all the players, look at that, the lining, everything, you know, just treating them like pros and treating them like they should be. Like, yo, this is a business trip, so you're going to wear a business suit to this.
Right,
and they won.
Yeah, they're not on our schedule this year, so you know I'm a HBCU fanatic, man. Exactly. So I'm kind of a little disappointed we don't play them this season. They're in our conference.
When you say we, can you speak for the people that have no clue?
PVAMU. That is my heartbeat right there. Proud HBCU graduate, but we'll catch them next season. Hopefully, we get them on a schedule next year.
Absolutely. And before we go, let's see that ending speech once they won. Raul with Coach Primetime.
Hats off to all our fans. Jackson State. D.I. love. One more again. D.I. love. Team, I appreciate you. You were resilient. Coaches, you coached your butt off. We're going to clean up all the mess and put it on for you next week. For fans, we thank you that all the traveling mercies, grace be on to you. I love you. I appreciate you. But we expect to be up here. We expect to win trophies. We expect to win, period. God bless.
I'm telling you, man, that Orange Blossom class. I didn't even know they had these little first game trophies. I'm like, it felt like it was a Super Bowl win.
Yeah, and to give you a little context too, Alex, that was the first SWAC game, which is the Southwestern Athletic Conference, which is, I would call it the preeminent conference for HBCUs because that's where everyone is. Southern, Grambling, Jackson State, obviously, Prairie View, Alcorn, right? So. So what happened was over the year or during the pandemic, some moves were aggressively made. Shout out to Charles McClellan, also the commissioner of the SWAC conference, to actually structuring to add more teams into the conference, and FAMU became an additional team to the Southwest Athletic.
So where were they? Where was FAMU before?
They used to be in the MEAC, the Mid Eastern Atlantic Conference.
Oh, so that would have been teams like Howard, Hampton.
Correct.
Up the East Coast.
So FAMU is officially a SWAC school now. So two new schools, Bethune-Cookman and FAMU. So we can go as far as Florida to play in the SWAC conference now. So that's a big move. And that was the very first SWAC game for Florida A&M University. So welcome to the SWAC.
Exactly. Well, bottom line is just congratulations to all HBCUs. Everybody that's watching that's a part of it, HBCU, you should be proud. And I'm happy that there's a national spotlight on it more than ever because it takes people like Dion and movements like in the narrative that's going on right now for things to move forward. So I'm excited about that. And hey, man, today was a good show, man. I appreciate we just got to get a lot off our chest. What do you guys say?
Oh, excited, man.
I just want to I want to end the show in just one little funny note. You know, I would always like to end the show on a funny note. I know Raul was like, we got to get out of here. But I saw something so hilarious on Instagram this morning. I had to post it about Balenciaga. Do you guys know who Balenciaga is?
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Balenciaga is a high
big chunky ass shoes, everybody. Orthopedic shoes, everybody.
For $1,300. Yeah. They'll sell you a snot rag for $1,300, you know. But they don't. Balenciaga is a very high-end European clothing line, and like he said, there's $900 shoes, $1,600 t-shirts. They took something that goes on in the hood and made it a fashion statement. We all know Brother Sagan started in prisons. Hold on one second. Crazy, you gonna go get him? I can 5 minutes. Yes? No? Okay. They took Sagan to a whole nother level. sagging, niggas sag with boxers and sweats that you can,
Yes.
$4 boxers
Yeah.
and $6 sweats. But they selling them for $1,500 on their website.
Yes.
Check this out.
Is that the video?
Yes, you got the video? Now this is funny. I mean, it's funny, but it's not funny. But it's just, it's very upsetting. This is the epitome of the word, of the saying, culture vultures. Balenciaga, real high-end clothing European company that does $900 shoes, $3,000 bags, $1,500 t-shirts. They done took this urban style of black men sagging, showing their asses in their boxers and sweats, and cut some $4 boxers into some $9 sweats, selling it for $1,500 on their website. It's embarrassing. It's not anything that we're proud of, but it's just so unfortunate, man. They won't hire us as designers. They won't hire us as models, but they sure will jack our swag and benefit and profit off of it. I think it's ridiculous. So, culture vultures, what's y'all feelings on this?
That's wild, dude. That's absolutely wild.
Would you buy a pair, Savvy?
No, because I don't sag to begin with, so I definitely wouldn't, buy nothing to make it look like I am. But I mean, what's next? They're gonna sell it to you with doo-doo stains in it too? I mean, what's next, man?
I think next is a do-rag, a Gucci do-rag for $1,300. Just because niggas be doing it on the streets. But they go overboard. Show them the pictures real quick before we go, Raul. Look how stupid some of these young dudes look, man. I hate to see it because I'm gonna talk over this. Come on, man. I got a son. I wish my son
Is that
Balenciaga? No, that's just a nigga on the corner.
Oh Lord.
And look at this, just complete assholes out.
That's what we see.
I wish my son. Crazy. I'm gonna go. Just give me 1 second. I gotta wrap this up because I gotta go pick my son up. But speaking of my son, if my son walked in the house like this, thinking he would get a football thrown right at his head.
Man,
so, with all that being said, that is ignorance, and we're gonna wrap it up. Said, let them know where they can find you at.
You can find me at SEDBRSS.
Okay, Savvy Amusing.
You can find your boy Savvy Amusing on Facebook and Instagram, same name, Savvy Amusing.
Raul.
Find me at the Big Goons, DABIGGUZ.
That's what's up. And I'm at Funny Man Alex Thomas. But you can catch me every Tuesday right here on.
Say it again. One more time.
You can catch us
me every Tuesday right here at
The Funny Don't Stop Show. The Funny Don't Stop. Hey, the Funny Don't Stop Show. The Funny Don't Stop. The Funny Don't Stop Show. The Funny Don't Stop. The Funny Don't Stop Show. The Funny Don't Stop. Hey.